It is the Flow Friday Night Sports Show, and time to talk Wimmera netball now, and you know what that means. Yes, Wimmera netball, the Southern Mallee Giants. I'm not sure our next guest is going to be as chipper as she normally is. We're talking to Micky, of course. How are you, mate?
Good, Jace. Happy as always to be playing netball, that's for sure. Happy Friday.
Well, Micky George, coach of the Southern Mallee Giants. How did you go last week? I'm not sure how to introduce this.
We had our first loss of the season last week in the A grade, Jace, which I suppose you could name it many ways. A reality check, a great game, positive outcomes. Whatever you want to say, you go for it.
Well, look, this is the staggering thing here is for the Southern Mallee Giants, your A grade and your B grade girls must have walked under some ladders, kicked a couple of black cats or something like that. You both went down by one goal.
Both went down by a goal, which, was a great effort by Dimbula, and even more tremendous effort by our girls to continue to stay within the hunt. But, a real credit to the Roos.
All right, so, well, let's have a look at it. 37-38, Dimbula winners, locks in maybe a double chance for, or at least third spot on the ladder for them. So, look, they were obviously very good. Were you guys at full strength?
No, we weren't at full strength on the weekend, Jace, but that means nothing, I suppose, when considering COVID and considering the lifestyle we live in at the moment. A little bit disappointing to go down by one goal, but as a coach, very, very happy with how we played out the game, how we were able to come back from being down in the first quarter, how we were able to try multiple different combinations, including two different goaling combinations. And as well, just proud to see that, other teams within the league are still really willing to serve it up to us. And that's what I really enjoyed about the day, both in the A grade and the B grade. Credit to the Dimbula Club. It was a tremendous day, and Ant Totes really coaching those A grade girls to hopefully some success in the future. Great group of girls, and it was a really, really enjoyable match to watch, to coach, and also be a part of. But unfortunately, we didn't come away with the 4 points, which is disappointing. But always room for improvement. You know me, I'll never lay down until that final whistle blows in September.
Glass half full. That's what we love about you, mate. Good stuff. I think there's plenty to be looking forward to if you're a Southern Mallee Giant. Let's have a look at the other results, because effectively what the results from the weekend have done is, I think, settle the top five. Maybe not in position, but it's going to be very, very difficult now. There'd need to be a miracle, in fact, for the top five to actually change. So we'll start with Ararat, who did what they had to do. They held up their end of the bargain. They beat Nil 65-39. Probably would have been hoping for a little bit more percentage.
Yeah, I think Neil definitely may have served it up to Ararat, which credit to them, keeping them quite low on the scoreboard, which is a tremendous effort by Neil. Ararat, I'm thinking, would have loved to have come away with a bit more of a lead, but nevertheless, the 4 points is a win, and credit to Ararat, but disappointing that Neil still couldn't get that first win on the board. Who knows what can happen this week?
Yeah. It was always a long shot, but the Horsham Saints needed to thrash Warwick Eagles to put themselves back in the hunt for a finals berth. They couldn't quite do that. The Saints ended up winning 48-36, which is a good win for them. The Warwick Eagles are cemented in the finals. They'll be playing. But Horsham Saints, good win, but not quite going to be enough to get them into the finals picture, I don't think.
No, not quite enough percentage-wise, but still this was a bit of an upset, I think. Definitely Warwick Eagles will be sitting back, maybe scratching their heads in regards to the outcome of this game. I think Saints have just really settled into the season, and now that maybe that top five is slightly unreachable, they're just playing really solid, consistent netball. And, a standout for me for the whole season and a tremendous little goalie in the forward line for the Saints is Abby Hallam, and she does continue to shoot at a tremendous percentage and at quite a high goal shooting rate. So I think she shot around about 33 of their goals on the weekend. So no doubt she may have scored herself best on in 3 points. But, well done to Abby.
Yep. And the last match for us to talk about was Horsham locking in the double chance. Even though Dimboola had that 1-goal win over you guys, a win for Horsham basically cements the double chance for them, and they got it against Minto 66-32.
Yeah, as expected, we did think Demons were going to come away with the win. Boroughs are still trying very, very hard and are a solid team and a solid club. So Jess has really got those girls firing for Minto. But Demons have done a great job this season, and hats off to them for cementing that second chance and that second position on the ladder leading into September.
Yep. Now, just to confirm, last minor round of matches coming up this weekend, it is still a top 5 in Wimmera netball this year, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Okay.
Nothing's changed as far as I'm aware.
Okay, that's good. Let's have a look then at, of course, what this weekend's round of matches looks like. And as we talk along, we'll talk about ladder positions and what might be. So, first of all, let's have a look at who you guys will be playing. Your final minor round game is against Ararat. Now, in the A grade, Ararat have to beat you guys by about 40 or 50 goals to give themselves a chance of playing finals. I don't see that happening.
Well, I definitely hope that doesn't happen. You just made me choke on my words a little bit there, Jason. We do head down to the Wimmera this week and play in Ararat on their home court. So definitely they have the advantage over us there. However, just going to go back to basics this week and try a few new combinations. They did serve it up to us in phase 1 of the season, and we only came away with a 10-goal win, I think, somewhere along those lines. So no doubt, definitely not going to lay down and call it quits. They'll definitely keep coming at us and want to finish off the 2021 season on a high. But I think our defence in combination with Katie and Briley and Trudy is just going to be a little bit too strong for Ararat's goalies this week.
Would agree with that. It's grand final day for Nil and Minto at Davis Park. Nil, I reckon one of the better teams not to have had a win so far. They've been putting up consistently good scores. They just can't stop the opposition from scoring. Minto have only had the 2 wins for the year as well. So both teams, relatively disappointing season. They'll be looking to finish on a high.
Absolutely. And I hope that both teams go out and both coaches go out this week and put it all on the table and have a really good hit at bringing home the 4 points and have a couple of wines and beers after to celebrate. That's for sure. Both, tremendous clubs. We really have enjoyed playing both these teams this year. We got to play the Boroughs twice and Nil only once. But by all means, they were not easy games. You know, we did have to continually try hard, and the scoreboard did show that. I think with both teams being able to score, quite high against the likes of ourselves and even Horsham Demons and Dimboola, who are sitting nice and high on the ladder. So, yeah, it's disappointing that Nil haven't been able to get a win, and I think both coaches will definitely be scratching their heads a little bit because on paper their sides, still are quite impressive. So here's hoping 2022 is a tremendous year for both clubs and both squads. If they stick together, I'm sure anything is possible, and just keep improving and have a hardcore pre-season and developmental phase.
Yeah. And, all right, the next 2 matches are absolutely the matches of the round. So Stawell taking on the Horsham Saints. Now, Stawell occupy 5th spot on the ladder. Horsham Saints can go past them, but they would need to win, by my estimates here, by about 55 goals. Now, I just can't see that happening.
Well, I can't see that happening either, Jace. I definitely think Saints may put it up to Stawell, and there may be a real challenging game for both parties involved here. I just think, like I said, Saints are playing just like they've got nothing to absolutely lose, and it's really, really working for them. Stawell's goal in combination, though, is definitely a challenging one to shut down. So I think this week I'm going to have to back in Stawell for the win, but I think the margin will be quite close. I definitely don't think any team's going to win comfortably, let's say that.
Yeah. Now, the final match of the round is an interesting one because at the moment, Dimboola occupy 3rd spot on the ladder. The Warwick Eagles have the bye. They'll get points for that. They are playing for the double chance this weekend. There is no doubt about that, Dimboola. They'll be hosting Horsham, and Horsham have already locked in the double chance. So, they could end up playing each other again next week if the result goes the way of Dimboola. So, there's so much riding on this clash.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely. This is the game of the round. I think I'm really excited to see the outcome of this. Impressed with both teams throughout the season. Obviously, last week was the first week I got a chance to have a real good look at Dimboola. Really strong mid-court, really fit-looking mid-court, just ran all day, had great legs, great goal shooting combination, really high shooting percentage there, up in the 80s for both lots of goalies there. So Dimboola definitely not to be underestimated by all means. But Horsham, I just think, are quite a slick unit. And if they do have all their ladies on the park, I think Horsham Demons will come away with the win. But I wish Dimboola all the very best of luck. And if they can back it up 2 weeks in a row, well, hats off to them. I look forward to seeing them once again in September. But, yeah, Ant Totes definitely got them running and looking very fit, the Roos. But, yeah, I'm going to lock in Horsham Demons this week.
All right, should be a fascinating final round of matches in Wimmera netball. Mickey, anything else before we wrap it up?
Oh, I'd just like to say what an absolute tremendous year the Giants have had this year. We've really gone out above and beyond and had a real tremendous crack in all senior grades. And credit to the other coaches for really getting behind me and supporting my vision and my mission this year. And I wish that the Southern Mallee Giants football and netball club all the very best for those playing their last 2021 games this year. But we look forward to seeing you in 2022 and all the very best. Go the Giants.
All right, mate. All the best for the weekend. We'll catch you again next week.
Thanks very much, Jace. Have a good one.